Alex Eala. Fellow pros reveal off-court personalities on the Players Box podcast. Alex Eala has joined fellow pro players Madison Keys, Jessica Pegula, Jennifer Brady, and half-Filipina Desiree Crouchick on the Players Box podcast. It was a fun conversation that really showed the off-court personalities of pros. Alex joined the conversation while she was still in Miami and shared that she was getting ready to leave for Spain. She said she's excited to play the clay court season, starting with Lynn's WTA 500 in Austria, then Stuttgart and Madrid. Before the French opened on the lighter side, Alex shared that she's a proud matcha drinker, not a big coffee person. Madison Keys talked about her experience playing Alex at the Miami Open 2025. She said she found it funny that she, an American, was playing the U.S., but the crowd was mostly Filipino, cheering for Alex. When asked by Jessica Pegula how her life has changed since reaching her all-time high ranking and rising popularity, Alex shared that some things have changed and some haven't. She still trains the same every day. I still train every day, day to day, and my life is still all about tennis. But she has definitely noticed the rise of Filipino supporters wherever she goes. At first, she wasn't used to it, but now that it's become a common sight for Filipinos to pack the stands, she's accepted that she is, as she says, somewhat famous. When I go to different cities, I now get recognized and asked for pictures. Jessica and Des both shared that they could hear the crowd cheering for Alex all the way from their hotel room during the Dubai WTA 1000. Every stadium was completely filled, said Des. Alex also talked about how surprised she was that even her practice sessions in Australia were packed with Filipinos watching. She recalled one time when it got really crowded after she walked off the practice court. But I'm well equipped to handle all this attention because even when I was lower ranked in qualies, there were already people supporting me. Alex said, "What's the most Filipino thing you do during a tournament?" Jessica asked Alex. "Pray when I get really nervous. That's a super Filipino thing. And sunscreen, I put on religiously." When asked where she would take guests in the Philippines, Alex confidently said, "Boracay is one of the most famous places to go. It's not overrated. I'd probably take you guys there." She also mentioned, "I'd show you the shell court in the Philippines. It's like a clay court. It's crushed shells, and the court I practiced on that was basically half a basketball court, with a short baseline. I think that's why I have a flat ball, because I couldn't move back," she added. Filipino food everyone needs to try? Pito Bombom, a purple rice cake with brown sugar and coconut flakes. Yes, I love sapin sapin. We love rice and desserts. Madison Keys asked Alex how she ended up at the Rafa Nadal Academy. "I joined a tournament in France, Les Petits. I won it when I was 12. A couple of months later, the academy reached out to my parents. I really enjoyed academy life. I moved there with my brother, which made it easier. I built so many meaningful friendships. My success in tennis has given me confidence to approach other people more while I'm on tour. It helped me connect with the other girls." She also talked about her closest friends on tour, Zeynep Samez, Eva List, Victoria Mboko, and Iva Jovic. "I think it's super healthy, the way our lives are built around professional tennis. It's definitely not normal. You don't have that space to grow your social life through a routine at home, building that web of connection. So having that female support on tour is really important." Alex said, "I think it's so cute. You're all so young and doing so well. You all make me feel so old." Jessica Pegula joked. Jennifer Brady started a game called Elevate Your Social Game. Question: who on tour is the easiest person to talk to? Jennifer Brady said Madison Keys, and Jessica agreed, saying she always has an inside joke with everyone. Ellen Perez is super approachable, Alex added. Next question: what's harder, returning serve or starting small talk at player party? Alex said, "Depends who serve. If it's mine, I'd say starting a chat party. But if it's Maddie's, Madison Keys, returning serve is harder." "Your serve was hard to return," Madison told Alex. "That lefty serve, the Filipino slider. Do you prefer one-on-one conversations or group settings?" Madison said she prefers either one-on-one or smaller group chats, not too big. "I love a good group, but I find myself having more one-on-ones." Alex shared, "Oh, you correct people who say your name wrong in the world of professional tennis, where the spotlight rarely strays from rankings, rivalries, and relentless competition. The truest stories often unfold far from the baseline. They live in locker rooms, in shared laughter between matches, in the quiet, unguarded moments that never make it to highlight reels. It is in this unseen space that Alex Eala's story gains new dimension, one shaped not just by her rising talent, but by the reflections of those who know her beyond the court. On the Players Box podcast, fellow pros offer glimpses into that world, revealing a personality that is as compelling as her game. Eala, still early in her professional journey, carries the unmistakable aura of someone who belongs. On court, she is composed, focused, and precise, a player who understands rhythm and timing. But according to her peers, that version of Eala is only part of the picture. Off the court, she is something else entirely. Warm, grounded, and quietly magnetic. One player described her as a calm and a chaotic terror. It is a fitting image. The tennis circuit is a whirlwind. Airports, hotels, training sessions, and constant pressure perform. Amid that turbulence, Eala appears to have found a way to remain steady. She is not the loudest voice in the room, nor the most flamboyant presence, but she draws people in with an authenticity that feels increasingly rare. There's a certain humility in how she navigates her growing reputation. While many young athletes wrestle with the weight of expectation, Eala seems to carry it lightly. Her peers on the podcast noted how she listens more than she speaks, how she absorbs rather than asserts. It is not passivity, but awareness, a recognition that growth often begins with observation. And yet, beneath that calm exterior lies a playful energy that surfaces when the pressure lifts. Stories shared on the Players Box podcast painted a picture of someone who enjoys the small, human moments of tour life. Late-night conversations, shared meals, inside jokes that linger long after tournaments end. Eala, it seems, is at the center of these quiet connections. She is the kind of presence that makes the grind feel a little less heavy. One anecdote stood out. A fellow player recalled a long rain delay during a tournament when,